Hi, Captain Stubing. How are Gopher and Doc? What's that? You hated Kenobi like poison as any sane person should? That's a real love boat.
Well, hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
What a wonderful day it is today in our money-based economy. Well, sit back and relax and get ready for the guy who's about to ruin everything.
I'm puzzled. Are you really seriously suggesting that Jesus Christ was a mushroom?
Wayne, Jesus was a mushroom Roberts.
Yes. You are dealing with a secret cult, a secret society.
Welcome to Waning Interest.
Welcome to the Waning Interest Podcast, number 99, July 2nd, 2022. The Babbling Dabbler, the smallest click on the internet, the pinball brain in your favorite machine. It's like a diary or a book, but not as stale or coherent. From a more mentally challenged Forrest Gump. Or if Mikey and Mouth from the Goonies played a lot of bareback leapfrog, and then a bunch of months later, a wet one fell out, little spermatozoa, and then in this, the aristocrats. I don't like to brag, but I'm hung like a spider. A white widow. Because I'm also not racist. And it's my mother's fault that I think I'm special. Because after everything I ever did wrong, she'd say, "No one else does that." Special douche. Gotta go to the other screen, you stupid fuck. Right? Remove from studio. Don't need the open anymore. Where was I going? Hey, who we got? What? We got Bill, we got Russell, we got Mark, we got, the murderer. I saw the murderer. Hey, do you notice the new camera? Notice how it's not blurry when I move? At least not as blurry? No, right? Looks all right. Huh? Oh, junkyard shirt? Great story with the junkyard shirts, man. They had a special on the junkyard shirts. So I went, fuck, I'll buy one. And then I went, that's a great deal, but $12 of shipping. I should have got a second one. So I immediately emailed the folks who take care of the junkyard stuff, the merch, and I said, hey, yous. I said, and I gave him my order number. I said, I just placed this order. Can I'm sure it hasn't gone out yet because I just placed it. So is there any way I could throw on a second shirt? And they said, fuck yeah, homeboy. And I says, thank you. And then they says, you're welcome. And then I says, thank you again, because, I got a tingle. And a bunch of back and forth to make sure. There was a bunch of emails back and forth. It was funny. And then I was worried because of all those emails, and then get the tracking email, and it only said one shirt on it. And I was like, fuck, they're going to mess this up, aren't they? Dude, I get the package out of the mail, I take the package out of the box. And I says, whoa, this thing is thick. Not very long, but thick. And I hear girth is better than length. So I immediately thought, wait, I know these t-shirts are not that fucking thick. I wonder if they sent me a third one on accident. Because of all that back and forth, maybe. I opened the motherfucker up. Trace falls out. I go, oh, I got one for Monday. I got one for Wednesday. I got one for Saturday. I skipped. That's pretty badass. Anyone recognize this shirt, by the way? Recognize this? If you are a rocker and a roller. No, that's a surfer. Well, you can't really tell what I'm doing. Is sounds okay, I guess, right? Oh, yes, he heard White Widow, so it sounds fine. One of the things that gave Junkyard a boost back in the day was a bunch of pictures of Axl Rose during a Guns N' Roses show with a cut up, sleeves cut off, big V cut in the neck. You can look it up right now. Axl Rose Junkyard shirt. They were in Circus Magazine, Rip, Hit Parader. I don't know about Rolling Stone back then. I don't know if one of those got in there. That sounded dirty. Like and subscribe. But that gave Junkyard a huge boost. Axl Rose, what's this Junkyard thing? And my buddy Todd. Funny. Let's see if this works, because the new camera should be able to take this. So last year, I got my buddy Todd, who's also a Junkyard fan. He's a drummer. I says, hey, got your shirt. And he says, nice. So the other day, let's see, does that work? The other day he sends me this picture of him wearing the Junkyard shirt, the one I normally wear on the podcast, with the hat that they stole from Motorhead, which they say they do, and Lemmy said, "Good on you, mate." He didn't fucking care. He loved it. They were friends. And Todd thinks, because I sent him a picture, I said, hey, look, they sent me his shirt, that Junkyard shirt. See how he cut it? Gave him a gift, and he cuts the fucking thing up. That feels... Am I really having a heart attack? Live? On the net? It kind of hurts, but that's how the fucking shirt's supposed to be. I'll be doing one of these 3 like that. I should have for the show, for the podcast. I don't call it a show. It's a podcast. What? So I sent him a picture, and I told him that they sent me 3 on accident, and he said, yes, please. Sends me a pic of him wearing the shirt that I got him last year, and then says, please, when I have an extra shirt. Fuck that cunt. No, of course I'll give him one. Not really. I don't want to see him ever again. No. Of course I'll give him one. Because he said, please. Motherfucker has manners. But I don't think it's going to fit him. Because I wear a medium. And let's just say Todd's a bit of a drinker. So he's got a bit of a belly. Oh, you know what? He could cut him up the sides. He could just do a little slice here. A little slice there. So there's a little flap. So, what? How are you guys? Somebody said cunt. What has 3 legs and a cunt? Thanks for saying cunt. How does the camera look, guys? Can you notice? I know some of you are new. And does the camera look better? Isn't it neat? Is it nice? Is it clear? Right? I think it is. Especially if I go as far away from it as possible. What do we got here? It's getting hard to breathe. So we should definitely smoke a cigarette. Okay. I'm almost done. I swear to God, I'm almost done. They're getting rid of menthol, so kind of have to be. You know what I forgot? I forgot bringing a cup to piss in. Right here, I'll just piss right here. I'll do an Ari Shafir on Rogan. When he's on Rogan, he just tries to piss right there at the table. He's so fucking funny. Speaking of Ari, what camera is clear as crystal meth? How fucking great. I love the synchronicities. I really didn't mean it just now. But, the other day, is this where I should put the warning? Children might not want to hear this, but then they might think it's funny. Still getting over the diverticulitis the other days. And I'm sitting there on the toilet, and I think I'm good for the moment. And I've already done a wipe and flush, but I'm still sitting there. There might be some mo, and watch a mo pop in. I don't know no mo's. Boom boom in the mudroom. So I think everything's cool. I dropped my fucking phone a couple of feet in front of me. I think I'm cool to stand up a bit while still kind of squatting and reach for the phone. And I do. And then I go, wait a minute, what was that? And I quickly sit back down. And I go, no, did something? And I look down at my shorts, at my ankles, and there's a lovely little mud drop. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? So many accidents. It has nothing to do with anything except for too much Tylenol and too much ibuprofen for a shot. This is getting a little stronger, though, to keep the swelling down. But I've learned so many other things that keeps the swelling down. I'm a cannabis guy. I knew I should have been doing CBD to keep the fucking swelling down instead of doing that shit, and I will for this one. But I'm looking down going, I immediately, I know you did that too. I clean it off as best as possible, boom, flush. With toilet paper and whatever. And then I slowly get them totally off. And while I'm still sitting there, got them in the sink and I wash them off. Soap, everything. Then washed my hands afterwards. Set them down. Gonna take care of it in a bit. Immediately go, throw them in the wash machine. And then within a few minutes, I do what I was planning to do to begin with, which was to hit play on Rogan 1834. Yeah. I don't really listen. I've said it before. I stand up for Rogan for certain things, but I do say he's stupid on others. Obama is our best president. Oh my God, Joe, shut the fuck up. Makes me want to watch Eddie Bravo beat you in jiu-jitsu. And go, Earth is flat, motherfucker! It would be funny. But not a hateful thing. Still friendly, brotherly, whatever. But stop saying that, Joe. I only watch Rogan when certain guests are on, people I want to listen to, and then I know that he's not going to do that much talking. Stanhope. The last Stanhope was the best one. Because normally Joe just doesn't, so many Stanhope things that he says are so funny and it goes right over Joe's head. He's not even paid attention. And he actually, but it's the other reason why I defend Joe, because he always comes back and says, I fucked that shit up. And he did kind of say that. I'm going to do a better job with you, Doug. He said that on the last one, right at the beginning. I'm going to do a better job listening. I'm paraphrasing, but that's why. And we share a birthday, along with Brett Brock. You see the new clip? It's so funny. Burt Reynolds. What's happening, baby? Anyway, I was planning on hitting one of the other ones that I do watch all the time, once a month, once every 5-6 weeks. I've said it before. When Rogan has Mark Norman, Ari Shaffir, and Shane Gillis on. So fucking funny. They get fucked up. Shane drinks so many beers. Norman's it's just so fucking funny. I love those ones. And that's what I was planning on doing right after I got off the shitter. And then shitting on my fucking shorts. I hit play on 1834, Rogan. Right at the start. Rogan, he doesn't realize they're already recording, and Joe's going, guys, I might have to get up, take a shit. So, do whatever, it might happen because I'm feeling it, whatever. And then Ari says some fucking stuff about shitting. And then Joe's like, wait, are we recording, Jamie? Yeah. Oh. Fuck it, whatever. I was just shitting. And I almost shit my pants. And I shit my pants in the opposite way. And I wasn't wearing them, I just shit on them. So it's funny stuff. And I still haven't watched the goddamn podcast. I've only seen the first 35 minutes, I think. Damn it. Let's all go watch that instead. No, I'm way fucking funnier. But those are the fucking best ones. Some of the best Rogans there are. Kind of like the old ones where Joe would have, when it was Bert and Tom and Ari, back when he was still in Los Angeles. Even though Tom's, in Austin now too, I think, and it's still Ari, but now it's Ari, Norman, and Shane. It's just so fucking funny. I don't care about, they're not political dudes, those three, too much. They don't know so much, so I let that slide if they say things, whatever, because they're just trying to be funny. I fucking love it. It's a great way to, a great thing to sit and have drinks to, Remember, it used to be albums, sometimes comedy albums, but mostly music. But now, sit back and have a few drinks with a podcast, just some people shooting the fucking shit, or one person showing everyone that he's going insane and he really needs to pick up the phone and call his therapist, but he doesn't have one. They've all been stupid. They've all been dumber than me, man. It's silly. But how about that synchronicity even when it comes to dropping mud? That was so fucking funny. I hit play and Joe's like, oh yeah, guys, I might have to take a shit. I just did. Where's my cup? Damn it. I don't know. I don't have a guest. So, it's not as simple to just throw down the headphones and go and let somebody else tell a story. And you can't pause. So I'm going to have to just make a quick dash to the kitchen to get a cup. And I'm going to have to pee in front of everybody. But I'm not going to show it. And I might not really be doing it. It might just be for funny. And then I might go, hey, look, beer. And it might really be beer. But I ain't going to fucking drink it. I don't like warm beer. Wow. Oh, wait. I'm on the other page, so I'm not looking at the chat. I don't see what the hell's going on. Might be some funny stuff. I don't know. He's not that funny, but he has a lot of friends that are funny. That's true, Russell. Also, Punch Drunk. Yes, I know. I used to work with Tripoli Bill on Conspiracies Now. It was in the basement of the Comedy Store. I've talked about it before. But he's funny. I got tired of his shit. Moved to Austin to get away from him. Who's your favorite comics currently ever? Me? Just go pee, dude. No, you got. I'm gonna share. I'm a sharer. Holy shit! There are 6 people here. How far am I in my notes? And I'm only 20 minutes in. Good golly, Molly, I am so fucked. Where was it? Oh, gonna talk about TV next. Oh, and you saw the Virginia thing? There's a map of Virginia. There's a Waynesboro, Virginia, which I never knew, and I used to live there when I was a little kid. That's hilarious. Not really, but there's just so much Wayne out there. One of everybody's favorite characters in the world is Bruce Wayne. What was it? What was it? The Nirvana back in the early '90s when what the hell is the song? The Nirvana song. Wait, I got a new complaint. When I heard that first played, I swear to Christ, I turned to the radio going, "What?" I swear he was going, "Hey, Wayne, what? I got a new complaint." I'm like, God damn, I'm 1,300 miles away from my mom. Why is she coming through the radio? And then I went, oh, he said, wait. I thought they were saying Wayne on that one. Was that Europe? Fuck, who was that? Who was that? Wayne, I'm never gonna live with that, right? Was that Europe? Who the fuck was that shit? Who was that? Not White Lion? Is that what it was? I think it was White Lion. Don Rickles. Oh, speaking of Don Rickles. Wait, I didn't answer Mark's fucking question before Rickles. Jinx. Today I watched during my break, taking a breather from sweating my balls off, mowing my lawn. I came in and cool off, and I put on a Larry Sanders season, the last season. Fuck. I think it's the 7th episode of the last season of Larry Sanders, and Rickles is on. It's so fucking funny where Phil and Brian, Scott Thompson and Wallace Langham, they grab him in the hallway going, "Can you roast us? Can you roast us?" He's like, no, guys, no, I get paid to do that. No. And please, and they fucking annoy the shit out of him, and then he goes, da 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 da, and it's not really that good, but they love it, and I get out of my face. You're annoying me. And he leaves. It's fucking. Oh, if you don't watch it, if you've never seen the Larry Sanders Show, holy shit, greatest #1 comedy television wise, in my mind. And spawned, because of that, we got Arrested Development, Modern Family, that kind of stuff, where it was the single camera comedy, no laugh track, shot on film. Just fucking great. So Rip Torn. Oh my God. Everybody's just so great. And 2 of the greatest comedies ever on television. Larry Sanders Show, Arrested Development. Jeffrey Tambor is in both of them. That's how good that motherfucker is. And he played a woman, or a guy wanting to be a woman, or is a woman, but was born a man and decided to, flip that, whatever, transparency or transparent, whatever. I never watched it. I met him once at Premier Radio Networks. He was there for an interview with somebody, and he was nice, just there. He didn't have an entourage. It was just, hey, how are you? Hello, I'm here for this, but very, like, he's not even Jeffrey Tambor. Wait, dude. You're one of the best fucking comedic actors ever. Why do you not have an entourage? Why does Eddie Murphy have 16 people and you have 0? Cracker. But, because he mentioned Rickles. Anyway, but Mark said, who are my favorite comics? Hicks and Stanhope are number 1 and 2. Even though Stanhope hates to be compared to Hicks. And I understand why. But it's more of like they give kind of, there's a similarity. Doug is a bit funnier, I would say, for sure. And one of the things about Doug is at the end of almost every fucking album, he has a solution for things, which is funny because then when he does it 10 years later, he does another thing. He's like, wait, didn't I solve that problem on an album 10 years ago? Abortion? For whatever. He has these solutions. It's a system thing. Is one of the reasons why people I would say compare them, because they're both railing against the system, which comics are supposed to do anyway. But there's a lot that don't. But it's like a Stanhope. I understand where Stanhope's like, we're not the same kind of. He didn't have any personal shit really. My stuff's all personal. Like, yeah, there is a difference for sure, but it's like a different, separate next generation. What I used to say is, I still say it. Carlin was Yoda, Hicks was Kenobi, and Stanhope is Skywalker. But then Rian Johnson fucked that up and killed Luke, and Doug's still alive. So, and speaking of Batman, the rumor has been for a while, I don't know what the hell's going on, but Richard Linklater is supposed to do a film about Hicks, and the last I knew, Paul Dano was attached to play Hicks. And I think he'd fucking murder. I'm definitely going to have to get a cup. Hi, Danny. Let me go back a bit before I go back to my notes. Larry Sanders, a genius. Yeah, fucking Gary Shandling was the shit. And then the show was done by the time I moved in there in Studio City, but I lived in a building. My building faced that way, and there was only one other building to the right. And then there was Radford, and then the actual where you drive in, where the security gate, right there on Radford, CBS Radford, was right there. And that's where they shot the Larry Sanders Show. I don't think the first season, or the first few episodes, at least the pilot, I think, was shot on the other side of the hill at other studios, but the majority of it was shot at CBS Radford. And along at the same time, two buildings down, Seinfeld was being done. And apparently Seinfeld and Shandling would sometimes take walks through the thing, just shooting the shit. Like, whoa, this is running, because they're, part of running a TV show and all the fucking stuff. And they'd talk about it in Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, which was done 6 months before Shandling died, I think. And they eat at Dupar's, which I think I said last night in the podcast chat. The Dupar's Diner that used to be across the street, right there, it was there for a long time, overpriced for no reason. When they finally closed a few years ago, it turned into a Sephora. I mentioned that because Danny was talking about makeup, and we share that. Obviously not. I ain't wearing shit. I should have dusted myself, motherfucker. So they eat at the Dupar's, and you see them walk across the street, and they're right there at the McDonald's before they walk across the street. Right there. I used to go get coffee there. Walk, because it was right there. And then when they get to the gate, you see them at the gate, and you see, actually, my building is the second building behind them down that street that's directly from the gate. Just saying, sisters. Speaking of July 4th, never said it, but Radford, CBS Radford also always had a July 4th fireworks thing. So my street would be filled with cars, and the other Radford would be, and there'd be lots of people. I could just go outside of there was a nice walkway on the front of my apartment, all around. It was a square, and it faced CBS Radford corner right there. So I could just step right out of my apartment, go over to the side rail and just look at it. Bam, bam, bam. And it's just right there for 15 years. Didn't pay a goddamn thing to get in. I didn't have to. I was right there. Boom, 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 bam. But some people that were facing different ways, they couldn't see, so they'd go out in the street with some people. And you can hear them. I just heard some people are popping them off, and it's 2 days early. Bitches, honkies, fucks. Scaring the shit out of deer? Dear, baby, sweetheart. I'm gonna have to get a cup. See, at least when Brock, Whip 95 and Whip 80 something, I don't remember. The artist guy, friend, that guy, comedian. When he does his Twitch stream, he actually has music running in the background, but on something separate, not from the computer, so it's not like it's right there. And he has a little sign that he puts up right for the camera when he goes to take a piss or take the dogs out. Be right back. Should have made one. I could do it right now. Kind of like, when I pulled the bird out of my ass. Almost literally. Fluffo! Oh, shit, I wasn't ready. I'm sorry, Lisa. Wait, how did we drop to 3? That's rude. In 10 minutes, I got that boring? Wow. That sucks. There's a village in England called Wayne over Tittle. Wayne over Tittle? Is that what you mean? Is that what you said? I don't know. I'm confused. Yes, Guinness is decent warm, especially if it's poured correctly. But not when it comes out of your dick. Not when it's recycled. I think I've told that about drinking your piss. It's holy water. If you ingest a psychedelic, your first 2 or 3 P's, mainly your first 2 of your urination after you've ingested, are going to contain psilocybin if you do mushrooms. So you can actually go and take a shot, pee in a cup and have a little shot ready as soon as you start feeling you're coming down from your peak and you want to go back up for a bit. Zip. Oh shit. That's one version of the holy water. And the reason that the fountains with the boys or men pissing in the fountains, and it just continues. It's just, and there's urine therapy. Oh, we got shitting, pissing. Oh, it's just so. I didn't know this was a medical podcast. We do what we can, right? I guess. I don't know. Oh, this is what I wanted to show. Oh, well, we did see this. You saw that, Waynesboro. Hilarious. I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even mean to find I brought this up to make the point of, I always want to have a thumbnail for the actual podcast, something having to do with that podcast. Especially love the ones that Jinx makes, which we'll get to. I haven't one that it's never been used, but we'll see. It will be someday. And I realized, I've got some Virginia stories when I lived in Virginia, so that's what it's mainly going to be about. So what do I do? A map of Virginia. Let's just take a picture of that and like a stretch out. Maybe the idea was, let's people can guess where was it? Where did you live? And then I got it right to where this is enough of a pick, right? This fits. And I look over and go, there's a Waynesboro. How funny. We're definitely going to do this. There it is. There. Just be. Yeah, whatever. Something. You know what I'm saying? It relates to when I go back to my notes, seeing how everybody's gone anyway. So it's just supposed to be me talking to myself anyway. Oh! Then. Oh, I didn't pull it up? Where'd it go? Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Slides. Where is that Jinx pic? The one he made? I didn't make it into PDF. I thought it did. Some bitch. I'm sorry. I totally meant to. The one he did with Paul and Danny. The 70s living room thing. I don't know where it is. I thought I set it myself up for that. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. In a world where laughter was king. No in a world, Jack. No. What do you mean, no in a world? It's about a comedian. Oh, okay. Hal Douglas, R.I.P. Oh, here's one I wanted to show you. This was cool. It was a long time ago. A friend that I had just started becoming friends with. She was like, "Oh, so what have you done? What have you, acting wise? You know, blah blah blah." And I went, "I can show you. I can send you some links if you want." Accidental dick pics. No. So I sent her a link to The Fighting Kind, and she sends me this. I thought that was cool. Like, wait, you took a picture of you watching me. That's hilarious. And, oh shit, my timing is fucking. I thought that was funny, but I didn't even actually mean to show that one. I wanted to show the Jinx pic. Damn it. I don't know where it is, and it'll take too long. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, hold the line. Why don't you guys hold on 1 second while I do some production? Oh, here's something funny. I've talked about it before. Before I did the Waning Interest podcast, I used to do a podcast called Nate the Bullet. Bullitt. Little Steve McQueen, Manson. Little, what is it? 6 degrees of Manson? 2 degrees of Manson, actually. And when I did that, I did a little thing. Made a little video of, and it's out there. You can find Night the Bullet, Bullitt. I've shared it, and the link is in some of the descriptions of some of the podcasts, but it's there. You can find it. Go look for it. A little 10-minute video of the whole thing did stills from E.T. showing that the fucking movie is about DMT and mushrooms. It's about E.T. looks like a toad cross between a mushroom and psilocybin, DMT, and all the stuff, the pine trees, the Reese's Pieces, the E.T. Oh, we thought he was dying, but no, he was just phoning home. Ego death. Phone home. When you trip, you phone home. ETs communicate through the heart. That's tripping, dude. Touches Elliot right there. It's there's a bunch of stuff. Anyway, and a while back, yeah, I had tweeted that. I tweeted or I shared something, whatever, that I'd forgotten with all those pics showing things. It's the Christmas thing. When they fly. Yeah, when they fly, Elliot, at the end, Elliot's wearing a red hoodie, and E.T.'s wrapped in white, red and white mushroom from Alice Wonderland. Christmas, favorite snack of the reindeer. They can fly. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer that helped his friends see through the fog like tripping does. Whatever, bitches. With a shaman right there, fat dude with a beard, dressed in red and white. Because of the red and white mushroom that they held sacred. And they would, holy water, the piss. They would collect during the snow, and if one of the reindeers, one of the caribou, and I said deers, apologies profuse. Because that mushroom, it's not like cubensis. It's not like you can eat it the same way as cubensis. You have to do some things, otherwise. And one of those things is purity through piss. So one of the things that they realized, these indigenous people, our ancestors, all of our ancestors from the Siberia area, realized that watch the caribou eat those motherfuckers, then follow them when they piss and scoop up that snow. Boom, it's filtered. Good. Hi, universe. We can fly. It's all right, fucking there. But I forgot that, and I just wanted to show, the world. Oh, that. Damn it. So fucking funny. It's so true. It's all right there. It's all right there. All right there. Right? Right? See? Oh my God, I'm back. Oh, it was up at 7. Now it's at 3. I know I have been entertaining. It dropped to 2. You got to stop looking at that. You got to stop looking at that. You're not bombing. You're not bombing. Right? I've taped the whole thing on VHS. What? Oh, Larry Sanders. You can do it on, and you can get them on HBO Max. So seriously, is the camera better? Doesn't the camera seem better if you're looking at this and then you go back to one of the other whips, 80 through 98? I think it's cool. I could make it bigger, but I don't want it big. I like junkyard. See? All right. Damn. And don't you ever just want to stop talking, but then you realize you're doing a podcast? Aston Juxta Mondrum. Did you just make me do some voodoo shit? Is something bad gonna happen because I just said that? Or do I have to say it more than once? Good one. Waning interest. Brought to you by Golden Showers and Brown Bombers. Like and subscribe. Oh, that's fucking funny. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Urkel. Bring Danny on as a guest. Danny is gonna be a guest again. But right now she's busy. And so am I. And I'm gonna be on. I'll be popping into the podcast next Friday for the roast, for Beckham's roast. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. It's making me fucking hard. Yeah, I should watch that for the heart. So it's gonna be fun, and Beckham's all worried. Don't you have something to do that weekend? No. But we're gonna be swinging a big stick, and it's not gonna be all at Beckham. See, remember, if you're gonna be there for the roast, and you're gonna do this shit, you gotta roast the whole day. So you gotta roast all 3 of them. So you gotta have a couple for Paul and Danny, at least a couple, and centered on Beckham, of course. It's his birthday. What an old cunt, 45. Says the 50, almost 1-year-old. Cinco uno. Oh my God! No, you're not supposed to be advertising. Shit, sorry. What was I saying? Oh, Beckham doesn't have to be so worried because it's even. I've got I've got a bunch of jokes already, at least first draft. Some of them are finished. There's a lot. So they might have to do a little break. I might have to come in for a second and do Danny, if I could say that. And then I'll bring the Fluffo in after somebody else or something. I'll come back and then I'll do Paul. It's his sister. So, with some Fluffo. And a dress. So, and then they'll do some else or whatever, and then I'll come back to stick that broomish. No, we got to go with something thicker than a broom. Paint roller. Big tampon. It fits. Didn't mean it that way, but it fits the Beckham thing. Synchronicity. So, yeah, I can't wait for that. I can't wait to. Oh, it's gonna be so. I'm getting hard. The hard thing is cool because it's keeping me from peeing my pants. So, stop doing that, you fucking annoying twat. What's next? Oh, yeah, see? Like I said, I wasn't lying, motherfucker. Elliot is wearing red. E.T. is wearing white. They about to fly. And I did a Rudolph is there with shades. That's so funny and cute. I wish it was Christmas. It is all the time, bitches. Whippets. Pallbearers. Sweaty Pauls. So, and then you got the toad on the mushroom. That is so great that's part of, where did I do that? Instagram? I think I did that on Instagram. And then you got motherfucker, the shaman flying with the caribou. It's all right there, man. I'm just tired of being laughed at, Laugh with me, not at me. Wait, I think that's up to me. What was I gonna say? Shit, something just popped. And then I said, oh, that's a good thought. And then, gone. As usual. What the fuck? Damn, and it was brilliant. I know it was. I swear it was. My porn name is Wayne Roberts. I'm a porn fluffer. No, yes, but if you look at some porn from the 90s and you look at the credits, if you last that long, that's a great roast joke. Porn roast joke. What was it? Was it Geraldo? Was it Geraldo? Somebody, maybe Geraldo to Ralphie May. Ralphie's so fat. When he watches porn, he comes when the pizza guy arrives. Or something. Shows up. Fucking great. But see, no, if you can last, if you pay attention to the credits, you'll see Fluffo credited in some of those. Mainly ones with Terry Weigel, who it just says Fluffo. Dirty thoughts, dirty thoughts, dirty thoughts, dirty thoughts. Ooh, seething wells. Ooh, that's a good phrase. Seething wells, Oliver's battery. Pretty good. In a world where laughter was king. You don't look a day over 53. You are so sweet. I think I do. I think my vision is different than other people's. Because I see a raggedy fucking cunt, fucking douchebag, cigarette smoking fuck that, I guess my eyes aren't that bad like a smoker's, but they're gonna get better because I'm gonna stop. But then I'm afraid. All these fucking years since I'm 15 years old, smoking cigarettes, and you quit at 51, all of a sudden, and I've been fine. And at 51, you quit. Hey, I'm gonna be healthy. 2 years later, year 6, son of a bitch, and I'm gonna be like, it was the diverticulitis, wasn't it? Shit. No pun intended. See, it's a as goofy as I'm being. I'm actually serious about that. It's a thought, like, wow. You finally go, yeah, I'm done. All those years, 3/4 of my life, I think, something like that it would be, right? At least 2/3. So good at math. Eighth? It's an eighth. So, no, it's a quarter. It's a quarter and an eighth. It's not a full ounce. It's certainly not a full ounce, mister. Is it the paint fumes? No, it's the gummy. That's right. That's right. I ate half a gummy at 9:15ish, 9:20ish, thinking, yeah, it's going to hit a few minutes in. But then I didn't hit play, of course, for a while because of some major interruptions from crazy drunken family and neighbors that are completely imaginary. And in that delay, I went, oh, fuck. It's kind of a buzzkill, this whole thing, whatever's going on. Let me eat the rest of that gummy. And it's hitting now. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm so clear. I don't know why anybody argues with me. DV is a bitch. I suffer from that. Diverticulitis? Yeah. Well, mine was because of my elbow procedure a couple weeks ago. And they put me on this fucking rotation of, cigarettes don't help, of course. And I hadn't been eating a whole lot of fiber. When I looked up my symptoms, it kept saying that, especially because of the rotation of too much Tylenol and ibuprofen. I was on a rotation. Yeah. Did I say this last week? What was it? Every 4 hours, I had to rotate doing a certain amount of Tylenol and then a certain amount of ibuprofen for 3 days. I stopped after 2.5, almost 2-ish. I don't need to do this. Ice is fine, and I can't stand fucking taking all these. Anyway, that's one of the causes. Fucking too much of that shit. That shit causes it shitting to be trouble. Shit. Wow, that's very that was shitting to be trouble. Who? I don't know what music. Shitting to be trouble. Nick Cave. That's who that sounded like. In a world where the world is a world of world, there is a world within a world, and that world is the world of worldly world. Word. You're welcome, Mark. But please, do not submit materials too much, because then there's a whole suing thing, and fucking say that I ripped you off. You don't. You know the thing. It's a little funny. Is it funny? No, it's not funny. You know what's funny? That's funny. Hi. Wow, I think that was 2007. Right? Fighting Kind, we shot 2007. I think he finished it in early 08, I believe. Or did we shoot it in 08? I think we shot that in 08. It was The Professor's Daughter was 07 with Luke. I think that's on Vimeo. Fighting Kind's on YouTube. Just look up, search Fighting Kind short film. 20 minutes. Won a bunch of awards for Nils. I love how it looks. And then what was the other one I loved? Looking for Liana. That won, or at least got nominated for a bunch of awards for the cinematography. Love that shit. That was the cool thing about doing the thesis films for when I was in LA. When I would submit myself for the thesis films for USC, Chapman University, New York Film Academy, and UCLA. Because it used to be where the student films were just, but you would get, experience doing it. And they didn't come out all that well because of the equipment and stuff. But when the equipment got really good and the schools got a little bigger and there was a little more talent that came along to those schools and took more chances or whatever, there was a lot of cool stuff started coming out of those schools. And a lot of faces you'd recognize have done a lot of that stuff. And I went, this is a cool thing to just shoot at, and then maybe hook up with a up and coming director that might be like, my Martin Scorsese, and I'll be the Din Nero. No, not that good, but at least and I always wanted to like hanging out with creative people. The fuck was I saying? But they in those years in the mid 2000s, because of the internet, you could see more of the work and the equipment, like the Red camera, gave a better quality to what people were doing, and it was cheaper and all that stuff. And it was cool to where when you would submit online for these things, especially for those thesis films, they would usually leave links to the filmmaker with their other films, little reel of their earlier stuff from whatever school, and then it would also have credits and stuff. And you're like, oh, who's the cinematographer? And I'd look for that, and then look up for their reels and see what the cinematographer had shot. All right, this person knows what they're doing. All right, this could be real quality. Boom, submit. And a few of those many, I actually got to work with these guys and girls. The he's and hers and shers and Snozzenberry. Do we float in this room? Is this the one, or is this the one with the fucking goose and the golden eggs? Remember that in Charlie Charles Factory? Yeah, it's a fucking mushroom reference. Seriously, it is getting harder to breathe. Windows, we have them, but we don't like to open them because we like a vapor lock. Where were we? Oh, stop. Get that fucking... I wasn't paying attention. I didn't know that was... that's better. Word. Kirching. I don't know what that is. Uncle Barnaby. Tinsner. Cockpole green. Oh my God, that's fucking funny. Cockpole green. That's a hilarious phrase. Cockpole green. But what does it mean? What is underneath that cock? What is there? What's underneath? Oh, balls. Tit sore. That happens when you breastfeed with a baby with teeth. Oh, one of the greatest fucking lines in movie history, dude. You just reminded me of Bachelor Party. Adrian Zmed from T.J. Hooker. He played, I can't remember the character's name. The photographer friend, Tom Hanks' photographer friend in Bachelor Party. He was on T.J. Hooker. We had actually the same, my first voiceover agent. We had the same agent. I'd see him at auditions. Adrian Zmed. At the beginning, when he's photographing that woman and her little boy who's like 6 months old, 8 months old, a year, I don't know. And she's hot and she's got Danny Ditties. She's got Danny Ditties. And and subscribe. She got Danny Ditties. Anyway, and there's this offhanded comment he makes when he gets behind the camera after he's positioned them in the little spot. And he says to himself, oh my God, if I was that kid, I would breastfeed until I was 17 or 18. Ding, 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 ding. Fucking hilarious. Adrian Zmed. I believe he took over Danny Terrio's spot with that Soul Kitchen. No, that's a Doors song. Soul Train? Not Soul Train. Dance Fever. Right? Everybody knows that, right? After T.J. Hooker got canceled, thankfully, I think he went on and he hosted Dance Fever. So fucking stupid. Dance Fever. Speaking of fever, I gotta take a shit. No, not really. All right, where were we? Well, oh my God, Cockpole Green. That's where I stopped. All real places. Oh, I believe it. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the top of the chat, and I'm gonna read every fucking comment like it's a movie trailer. Incubus. Wayne, these are all real place names in England. No, I actually believe you, Mark. I know. I believe it. Cockpole Green. No wonder Slash left and moved to LA. Anyway, I'm currently watching Tom Hanks in The Burbs on TV. Right? That's what's on one of your screens. The Burbs. I've never seen The Burbs, dude. Never seen The Burbs. I swear on my mother's grave. She's not dead. Well, if I go back on my word, I'll kill her. That was from Bachelor Party. I breastfed till I was 12. We didn't have a cow. That's funny, sir. All right. That's a joke for... there might be some jokes like that aimed at Miss After Dark. Next Friday on the podcast, on the roast of Mr. Beckham, we are going to crush that motherfucker. He's not going to want to wear glasses anymore after this is over. He's going to go, I'm all contacts, man. I'm not taking this shit. What? No, there's no 4-eye jokes. But there are jokes about his penis. What? So, what was my next thing? Oh, I still haven't even gotten into fucking Virginia shit. Virginia shit. Didn't mean it. What I did want to mention, because this was I don't know if it was the same time where I accidentally shit on the back of my shorts, picking up my phone. But it was definitely a time on the toilet where I was sitting there thinking of stuff, and I went, the Forever Young moment. Because I was thinking about a bunch of stuff in the years that I lived in Virginia that happened in the house that we lived in, the last house we lived in. The last house in the last, how many years? I was there from 3 to 10. I just turned 10 when I moved back here. So 7 years down there. And the last 5, I think, were in that house. Somewhere on that map. I ain't saying where, Waynesboro. What? Who? When? I don't know. Stop asking. It's rude. Shh. Larry Sanders. Phil, the monologue was weak. It was early Conan. That was such a great line. Anyway, that house was where the first time I got high on accident, contact high from my dad's weed in the basement when I was 7. And there was a whole bunch of stuff that I remember. Like, whoa, weird shit. One of them was, did you see the movie Forever Young with Mel Gibson and Elijah Wood and Jamie Lee Curtis? George Wentz also in it. Norm! Hey, Mr. Peterson. Jack Frost nipping at your liver? Yeah, Woody. Let's get Joe Beer nipping at my liver. Wait. Shit. Hey, Mr. Peterson. Jack Frost nipping at your toes? Yeah, Woody. Now let's get Joe Beer nipping at my liver. Sorry. My profuse apologies for fucking that line up. Oh, one of my favorite from Cheers was before Woody. Was Coach. When he comes into the bar, he's wearing a short sleeve, his normal short sleeve button-up shirt with the tie. Coming in, he's, damn this thing, all the way here, I've been shivering. Well, Coach, it's 20 degrees out and you're not wearing a jacket. Oh, thank God. I thought I had malaria. Phone rings. Cheers. Hold on a second. Is there an Ernie Pantuso here? That's you, Coach. Speaking. Oh, I loved Coach. Oh, Coach. Fucking hilarious. God damn, was that funny shit. Anyway. Forever Young. If you don't know the movie, spoiler alert, everyone dies. It's a time travel thing, not time travel. It's kind of like a Captain America Soldier Boy thing. Getting to Soldier Boy later. Mel Gibson plays a test pilot. George Wendt is his buddy, who is like the scientist sort of shit. Back in the 30s or 40s or something. Anyway, some shit goes down nowhere, and George tells Mel, I have this machine, if you need to, I can freeze you. And, because his Peggy Carter gets hit by a car. She's in a coma. Don't know if she's going to come out because in those days it was a little different. He goes and puts himself in a deep freeze. And there's a fire at George Wendt's house, whatever. That fucking container that he's in goes to some army place. Anyway, it ends up Elijah Wood fucking accidentally hit the button and then Mel Gibson comes out of it going, "What's up, motherfucker?" And I'm Max Rontkowski. Skowski, whatever. And anyway, Mel Gibson ends up fucking staying at Elijah Wood's house. And this whole thing, and then he tells the mom, Jamie Lee Curtis, and they try to figure out things for him, whatever. But in that spot, Elijah Wood, little kid at the time, this is pre Lord of the Rings, and he's like to Mel's character, teach me how to fly. And he's got his treehouse in the backyard. They go into the treehouse, and he sets all these things up, like with just stuff like this is this, and they start doing it, and it gets so intense for Elijah that it's like they shoot it really well to where it's like, whoa, he really experienced it. I mean, he got so into it the way things were happening, blah blah blah. And when I saw that, I went, wait, man. When I saw that movie and that scene, I went, wait, I had a moment like that under my treehouse where I had this fucking ladder. A hanging ladder, a Tarzan ladder, off one branch. I used to go all the way to the top of this fucking tree and just fucking hang out there and just do this, bob back and forth and just look over the neighborhood. It was cool. But down below that, I had plywood and some stuff, and friends and I would do shit, you know. That sounded gross. It's always about shit. It's a recycle thing. You know, we'd set that stuff up for different things, whatever. There was one time I was just by myself, and I'd set it up like some of the plywood, like it was a spaceship or like a cockpit of a ship, right underneath the tree and leaning this way, whatever. And I'm in there, and I had this little window. I could see part of the house. I could see part of the road in front of the house. And anyway, in there, and there was a moment where, like, a few seconds where it was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That felt real for a second. I was like, wow, wow. But it might have been another fucking contact high from my dad's weed. We don't know. That's a good guess, for sure. But it was outside. It wasn't down in the basement like the last time. Like that one, the big time. The big time. Big time. Oh my God, I never thought I'd quote Peter Gabriel. It's the DJ in me. Even though I never was one. Well, I was for a bit, but very, very, very short time. And when I say short, I've got to go get a cup soon. But there was, have you ever, that was, that's what I wanted to do after I said that. I wanted to go to the chat. And in those few people, where is Wayne? L.A.? No, used to be, long time ago. I moved away from L.A. 3 years ago. Back in the Northeast. But I was in L.A. for 16 years? 16 years. Yeah, I need to get more, try to keep up with Wayne. I don't know, I miss it. The only thing Mel Gibson ever test pilot is the Klan. That's funny. But so... James, murderer, says I have one joke ready for Beckham. Where is it? Oh, I read the next one. We didn't make Paul cry. Watch it, Beckham. What? Where? Why? Seriously, can anybody say, does the camera seem better than, because most of you that are here have been there before, you've seen my shit. Is it a little clearer? Is this better? Where's the rest of this moose? Oh, it's not a moose. Shh. I hate when that happens. Except for fish. Pardon me, did you say except for fish? Yes. Fish bathe together, although they tend to eat one another. I often think fish must get awfully tired of seafood. What are your thoughts, Hobson? Have you met Perry's wife? Susan is such an asshole. Sorry, Arthur fucking lines. All right, I'll stop. All right. Northeast, more specific. Think Stephen King. And I really am actually near a former mental institution that his mom worked at. When did they close? Closed in there about 20 years ago. All those... Oh, you know what I forgot to do, by the way? Oh, shit. I forgot to take this. Is it better now? Is it even better? Because I forgot to take this off. Huh? Even sex there, sisters. Oh, I'm going to put that on my nipple and pull it off. Sticky. Oh, there's a hole. There was a hole the whole time. Oh, I can put it back. Ow, I pulled my hairs. You dumb twat. There was a hole the whole time. I didn't know that. Well, my nipples aren't that big. I'm going to have to bump up the clamps. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Anyway, Yes. What is his exact street address? I'll order him 20 pizzas. I'd feel bad for the drivers because they're going to burn a lot of gas because I'm in the boonies to where I'm in the docks without the ships. More of the wood docks. I'm out in the sticks. Man, if I play that back, that's going to sound like a lyric. Boom, boom in the mudroom. Damn, I wanted that to come out better. Boom, boom in the mudroom. Oh, Danny always leaves. She comes, takes a little ride, gets off real quick, and then bolts. But it's nice to watch her put her clothes on as she leaves, because she's leaving. So, what were we saying? What I was saying is the delivery driver, they're gonna burn a lot of fucking gas. Hopefully they drive a Tesla. If I move my computer 10 feet that way, we're done. I got no connection. That's how far into the Caribou sticks. I'm not in Caribou. But there is a Caribou, I believe, in the state that I'm in. It might be next door. It might not be. Do I have my locations turned off here? Oh, shit. I'm getting scared. Oh, speaking of which, fucking start getting calls today from the company saying, that company that works with my credit union going, we have suspicious activity. And I'm like, is this a scam? Is this some scam shit? Because I look up the phone number and it kept saying scam shit. And then I log into my account and go, I don't know where that is, that it says a $400 and something purchase was made. I don't know that town. I don't know what. Fuck. So on July 4th weekend, I have no card. They had to go, done. Because because it's Saturday and July 4th is Monday, I can't get a new fucking card until I can't even ask for a new one until Tuesday. Well, this sucks. This sucks. Where's the rest of this fire? Oh, I just saw that. Ew, you look gross. Down in the boondocks. Are you in West Virginia? No. No, but I grew up a little bit in the other Virginia, the regular Virginia. Like I said, in that house, and in that same backyard where I built that shit, we had my dad did a deal with some dude who was who laid bricks. God, everything sounds so dirty. Did a deal with this dude to build us a chimney and a fireplace in the basement, and he would get my dad's motorcycle. I was not happy. What the fuck, man? Oh yeah, it was just a Suzuki, so that's okay. But the dude was kind of a messy worker, whatever. I was told to clean up the backyard. There's a bunch of stuff out there. One of the fucking things I pick up is a bottle that says brick acid. And I'm 9. What the fuck? Brick acid. I gotta show my friends. Bunch of them were hanging out on the street not too far away around in the front of the house. I was in the back of the house when I found it, and I went around. Oh, they're over there. Anyway, those old trash cans, the metal ones that you'd put out. When you put them upside down, there was a little, there's a spot in it where any water would get in there and it would hold. It wasn't a completely flat bottom. There was a ditch. And I showed them the bottle. I brought it to them. There's 3 of us. Or there was 3 of them, so 4 of us. When I got there, like, look at this. Pour a little bit into that water that was already in the fucking thing. And we're all standing around this. Just think like it's E.T. In that little area, but not quite as nice. And it wasn't California, but close enough. And one of my friends puts his finger in it. He's like, what does it feel like? And he goes, "Dip." And it's obviously diluted now. And boom. And he goes, ah, fuck. And I'm right there on the other side of it. And he fucking goes, ah, and he kicks it. What? I'm flipping out, running down the street, trying to get to my house. I can't open my eyes. I fucking burn. Get in the house. My mother doesn't know what the fuck happened. She doesn't know. And I'm too busy screaming to let her know. Get out the right words. And wash my eyes out, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, so my vision has never been quite right since. But luckily I don't really have any. It wasn't so bad. It was just a little bit, so it wasn't like some. But oh wow, that happened. And then to flip that to go, that's fucking awful. But that same house, first kiss. 9, I think it was 9. Friend's sister was a few years older, babysitting, and apparently she needed to practice as she was getting older. I'm right here. I'm right here. See? Can she babysit again, Mom, please? Can you go somewhere? Can you go out, please? Go to the movies, do something? Can she babysit, please? One of those. I hate saying it, but that was what happened. That was reality. As a little boy. What else happened in that house? The Wayne in Maine falls mainly in the plane or on his kitchen floor. Never the bathroom. Oh, well. What? Oh, and then under the steps, in the basement, where first time I ever got high on accident when I was 7 or 8. Contact high from my dad smoking weed. In that same basement, under the stairs to the basement. I ended up, put some stuff, I had a little fort, and because of the electric, I had a little light in there. It was this cool little thing. But one of the walls was the same wall that my dad had his dartboard on. So I had to be careful. Couldn't be leaning on that wall. When you're in the fort, if you're sneaking around going, what's my dad's friends are over? Oh, what are they doing? And I had a little thing I could actually see. It was like Mikey from the Goonies. Just think Goonies. That's what it was like, but without the ocean. And then in that, with my dad being a bowler, we always watched bowling. I was, I don't know, 7-ish, whatever. And we were watching bowling one Saturday, and the rake on the lane that comes down and, takes the pins away after every shot. On the front of it, it said Grand Prix. Whatever the fucking tournament was, something Grand Prix. And I was 7, and, P-R-I-X. And we're just sitting there, me and my dad watching it. And I remember I was on the floor. He was on the couch, just sitting there watching. I went, "That says Grand Prix." He fucking spit his beer all over the place. And so I kept saying it to keep him laughing. And around the sixth time I did it, Grand Prix. Around the sixth time, he changed gears and went, enough. And I went, Grand Prix? Because, then I shut it down because I didn't, I knew I didn't want him to hit me. And it worked every time because he never did. My dad never laid a fucking hand on me because he knew Mom took care of that. Just kidding. Am I? That was the babysitter. She took care of the beatings, and that's why I have a few Gimp from Pulp Fiction leather outfits and an OnlyFans. I'm kidding again. It's only on Twitch. So, oh, look. It's always better on the playback, right? Because then it's all sinks in better. And you're usually more sober. And you realize, what the fuck am I doing? Isn't it been nice that I didn't smoke for a long time? Isn't that cool? See, I told you, I'm weaning. Off? I'm kidding. I swallowed that. Was that right? That was notes. That house. I don't remember. Oh, the boys. What the hell did I? What the fuck, homeboy? Oh, I skipped some of my notes. That's what it was. I took a little pull. Seriously, how is the camera? Isn't it nicer? I think it's nicer. I think it's better. I could make it bigger, and the camera thing too. But it's one of those times where girth is not better, because it's just, I want to be able to walk tomorrow, man. Was that all the pictures? Was that all the pictures? Did I have a Better Call Saul thing? Better Call Saul, almost to the end. It was just a few days from now. The last 6 or 7 episodes, whatever. Anyway, I met Peter Gould, co-creator with Vince Gilligan, the creator of the character Better Call Saul. He was one of the writers on Breaking Bad as well. Of course, he created the character. And many others and stuff. I met him and his wife at Farmer's Market that used to be right out on Ventura Place, Ventura Boulevard, Laurel Canyon. And there was a little thing, a little road that kind of crossed over. So you didn't have to go all the way to the corner, make a right. You could shoot right here. Bunch of stores. Sundays from 9 to 1, that street was closed down for a farmer's market. Used to take my daughter there every Sunday. And one day, I'm walking through, and I'm going along, and I see, 20 feet in front of me. That's Peter Gould. That's Peter Gould. Fucking hey, man. No, normally I see people, I saw those folks and didn't do anything. I just let it go. Or if it was just like Wayne Knight, Newman from Seinfeld, seeing him at Trader Joe's, I'd see him, like, we were both reaching for fucking, so sexy. Because we're both named Wayne. Half and half in the little refrigerator section. And I went, oh, hey, dude, love your work, man. And he said, thanks. And that was it. Mostly that's what I would do. But I saw Peter, and I was like, oh, man. And I could see he's with his wife. It was obviously his wife. I didn't know who she was, but it was obvious. And I'm like, do I say anything? And I've kind of the last second went, I know you, and I just kind of leaned over as they were walking on this side, coming at me. And you've probably been asked this before, but or told this before, but you look a lot like Peter Gould. And he knew that I knew who he really was, and he said, "Yeah, I do get that a lot." Anyway, super sweet. And I went, what does it feel like to have created one of the greatest television shows in fucking history? And he went, "Pretty goddamn good, kind of like a meth bump, booty bump." And then I said, "Wow, I didn't expect you to say that," and that's because he didn't. No, he thanked me, and his wife actually said, "So where are you from?" I live right over there in that big building right over there. Over there. So over yonder. Yonder was my stuffed dog. So it's over yonder, over there. So that was a Howie Mandel joke from Watusi Tour, 1983, 2, something, whatever. Anyway, Peter Gould was really nice. So was his wife. And yeah, I only, took 20 seconds of their time, 20, 30 seconds maybe. And but that fucking show, dude. It's not, it doesn't have as much oomph, whatever, but if you are a Breaking Bad fan, it is cool to see all that stuff built behind it. They just do it well. It has wit. Unlike a show called Kenobi. Jesus, fuck. Wit. It's like they flushed wit down the toilet, and that's why you got the so much Vader. It was actually the wit stuck in the fucking, it was clogged in the pipes. But only a few episodes left, and it's going to be cool to see how they, I don't know the guesses, but I know there's that one thing where the taxi driver, some people think that he's actually working for Kim, and she's alive. I don't know if I believe that, but it's hard to guess. Even though it should be simple, but that's the thing about Peter Gould and Vince Gilligan and those writers, Tom Schnauz, and those fucking people know how to write. And the casting, is usually fucking almost always spot on. We're definitely going to see Bill Burr. I think they're going to bring Kuby back. We're going to see Kuby, his character from Breaking Bad. Right? It's Kuby, right? I wonder if they're going to put a wig on him. But it's got to be. We've got to see Bill. They got to bring Bill back. And of course, we're going to see Walt and Jesse, and we might see more than that. I think it's going to be more than that. I think we might see Skyler as well. Definitely not going to see Walt Jr. I think that he's probably aged a little too much. They can't do it. But I think there's going to be some other surprises. Kind of like seeing Spooge. Fucking last season. Fucking David Uri. I worked with David. I didn't work with David. No, sorry. Let me backtrack that. Guy that played Spooge in that episode of Breaking Bad where Jesse's in that house because they stole from him. He's got the little kid. What the hell's the name of that episode? Peekaboo. David Uri is Spooge. He's the meth head with the wife, and she kills him by she tips the ATM machine on his head. When I first got to LA, we used to do these things, these casting director workshops, where basically you would audition for these places. If you're good enough, they'd say, "Okay, yeah, you're allowed to pay for our classes with casting directors." Casters would come in. Usually, it was assistants to casting directors, and just to be seen by these people, a way to be seen. If you didn't have credits and all that other shit, you weren't big. Like trying to pick, little diamonds from the rough. And they'd talk about, their office and what they do and how they see things, blah blah blah. And then there would be scene work. They'd pair everybody up with scene to do in front of them. And after they did their spiel, and Anyway, there was a few. I think it was 3 of them. This one place that I went and got accepted, and David was also one of the people there. And there was one time we did a scene together. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but that was one of the cool things about Breaking Bad was when that episode Peekaboo, and I went, "Oh, it's David! Oh fuck! Look at him, man. Spooge. His name is Spooge. It's so fucking great. It's funny." So they brought back Spooge with Better Call Saul. So there's gonna be some other small surprises like that, I think. I don't think we're gonna see old Joe, Larry Hankin, who I worked with. And if you do a little YouTube search, The Last Hand, Larry Hankin, Hankin. Cool little web series with 6 episodes we did. Anyway, he was old Joe in Breaking Bad, and then they brought him back for El Camino. Anyway, Better Call Saul. Why am I talking about Better Call Saul? Oh, the Peter Gould on The Boys, the real TV shows that Beckham should watch and go, "Oh, that's how they do it. That's quality." Fucking Kenobi, Jesus, fuck, shit, piss off. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't look to see if anybody. My question with the moment of fun steps. Watson just fucking describing everywhere I fall down. Always on. You can't spell junkyard without junkie. So true. Hey, it's 5:02 a.m. over here. That's some dedication. I'm off. That's cool, dude. Stoke and Trent. The other junkyard shirt that I've worn, there's a picture of Slash wearing that one, the one with the ace of spades. I don't remember if did I see that whole thing about what I said, having that moment of where shit seemed real, where you're doing something that's, your imagination just grabs you and like, whoa, that was like 5 to 10 seconds of, whoa, that shit was real. When I first had my first heroic dose of mushrooms, that was one of the things that brings you back. It's like the whole thing of the kid thing, and that, wow, wait, that was kind of real. That has a familiarity, and it does make you feel like a fucking kid and feel healed and blah blah blah. But it does, it's like that. That's what it was. It seems like maybe that those moments of whoa, that shit was that plain thing that, like from Forever Young. There was some kind of a drip from the third eye to have that to go, wait, whoa. And because your child brain is so innocent, it's easier accessed. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. We were somewhere around Spawn Ranch on the edge of the desert when the fluffo began to take hold. Damn, Russell. You've been writing some funny shit. Except for the lame thing. That was rude. But I get it. I'm listening. And being 30 minutes late, that is lame. I'm totally with you, homeboy. And you spelled Spawn wrong. Bring back Combo. Fuck Combo. Oh, that was one of the greatest things, though, when they did that episode after, wasn't it after Combo was dead? Yeah, Combo had already died when they did the flashback to where Combo got Jesse the RV, and it was nice to see him again. He was fucking great. Oh, Jesus Christ. And that fucking scene, I can't tell you, but when that first came out, I used to watch it over and over, especially when it dropped on Netflix. That scene in the episode where Combo died in the beginning, or was it the next episode where Jesse? No, it was a few episodes later. Second to last episode of season 3, I think it is. when Jesse goes to shoot those fucking guys that ordered Combo to be killed. The guys in the anyway, and then Walt comes and runs him over and shoots the one in the head. The way they pan up and do that whole thing, and he's run. I used to watch that fucking thing over and over, and the way they so badass. And right there in that same spot where Combo died. It's all about Breaking Bad, isn't it? I just hope it's not. I just hope that fucking where we see, however they do the Jesse and Walt thing. I just hope it's not. What? I hope we don't. I hope to not react that way. Like, basically in every fucking scene of Kenobi, Beckham. Oh, man. Oh, it's almost Friday. I'm excited. Watson, are you coming on? Dun, dun, dun. Are you going to be, are you going to drop in and actually throw down some yokes at the dais in Beckham? Are you going to be doing that? I don't remember if you did. Did you do the Paul one? Kenobi just kept getting better. You sarcastic bastard. Anyway. Are you popping in? Yes or no? So we had this. Yeah, go check out the Nate the Bullet E.T. video. We had this. We had that. And then we do that. Wait, no. Stop, bitches. Holds, whores. Stop. Thank you. And then we do that. And then we do this. Oh, man. What are we, 142? Okay, cool. And then we do that, and then we do this. So, James, answer my question so I can get going. People popping in and out. Are you going to be there? Is Watson going to be popping in on the video? I was at the Paul roast. I was the first to say, whoa, waning that night. Were you on camera? Did you pop in, or are you talking? You were just in the chat. I don't remember. I only remember Beers and Mike Bruner, and not realizing it was Manson. It was the Mike Bruner. And I kept saying, "Where's the rest of this moose?" Because he had all the deer head. He almost a wall just like this, but instead of Morrison, he had deer head. Like and subscribe. Seemed like it fit. Anyway, so you were the first to say, whoa. No, I was laughing at you. I wasn't on cam. Oh, okay. And I don't know what the fuck was happening. It was the same fucking mic. It was the same mic, except for it wasn't in a stand. I was holding it, so it must have been the connect. It was something, and it ruined a lot of my jokes. But luckily, I retold them. Anyway, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm sure you guys are bored. I'm bored, and I gotta work in the morning. I gotta go trim some cannabis. Work? Anyway. Watch the Corbett Report. James Corbett, Jimmy Dore Show, Russell Brand, Kim Iverson, Jackson Hinkle, but look for yourself. I'm just a fun babbling lecturer. Dabbler? Remember Raul Neo, AK1. Sorry ran long, had to bump comedian Ron White. Thanks, Gary. Whew. Daddy loves you. Messing with my peebles. Thank you, everybody.